It's like she had him chewing on the wood.
You can fall in love with people or be sexually attracted to them, God knows, without trusting them.
There's nothing wrong with admitting that you want me, Frank.
Sometimes that's all part of it.
You take life for granted.
She killed him.
It's not a crime to be a great lay.
Love is terribly complicated.
In the courtroom atmosphere, he is very much the one in control.
You have a cocaine habit to feed!
No!
In her world, at her house, certainly the power positions flip-flop.
Frank is terribly naive.
You don't get to where she's gotten and stay there as long as she has by accident.
Rebecca's a complicated woman with a complicated life. I can identify with that.
The film is Body of Evidence, equal parts courtroom drama and erotic thriller. It features an incredible ensemble cast: Willem Dafoe, Anne Archer, Joe Mantegna, and Madonna. In the film, Madonna is Rebecca Carlson, a gallery owner who is accused of killing a wealthy older man. The murder weapon? According to the state, it's her body.
Frank!
Defoe is Frank Delaney, the ambitious attorney who takes her case and embarks on a spellbinding tour of Rebecca's less than traditional sexual tastes.
Initially, I think he's just attracted to the case, and it's really through the intimacy of the case that he becomes seduced by her.
If you look at it through one side of the window, it looks pretty black.
You have a weakness for rich older men with bad hearts, don't you, Miss Carlson?
Yeah, you look at it through the other side of the window, and it's clear.
It's not a crime to be a beautiful woman.
Rebecca's interested in Frank because he's innocent.
It's like a game.
She knows that he's vulnerable, and she needs him. Do you think I killed him?
I'm not sure he trusts her. That's kind of beside the point, in a funny way. Inherent in a defense attorney's persona is his desire to protect.
The Capitol building in Olympia, Washington stood in for the film's courthouse. As Hollywood moved in, the town braced itself for a storm. Stephen Deutsch, the film's executive producer, explains.
A local politician who desired to get his name in the papers decided that it wasn't a good idea to have a film with this type of controversial nature shooting in a state building, tried to make it very difficult for us to come in.
The controversy did pass, and the cameras rolled. The filmmakers benefited, capturing a feeling of turbulence that enhances the tale.
Wish me luck.
The actors faced other challenges. For Madonna, playing to a camera demands a different kind of performance. Body of Evidence is a provocative film. The camera is always present, probing and exploring the dark places between guilt and innocence. But how does it compare to performing live in front of an audience?
You have to be aware of a camera like you have to be aware of a crowd. You have to be aware that it's there, and I think you have to play with it the way you have to play with a crowd of people.
For the veteran actors, working with the most famous pop star in the world was an exciting prospect.
She is a phenomenon, and we only have phenomenons like her at certain intervals in history.
She's always investigating new things.
Body of Evidence is directed by Uli Edel, the creator of the critically acclaimed Last Exit to Brooklyn. With that film in his back pocket, Uli had no problem attracting top-notch talent.
I saw Last Exit to Brooklyn, and I said to myself, boy, Ann, you better be good, because this guy expects it.
Uli's very smart, particularly with this material, in pushing everything, turning up the heat on everything that you do.
You have to control, as a director, every second, and the actor is not allowed to go down, You have to keep up the intensity all the time.
He has a strong sense of style as an individual, and it translates into how he directs.
Let's roll. Down, please. Mark?
The question put to the jury is simple. Was it an act of love or an act of murder? Yet in this tale of love, lust, and murder, nothing is simple. And nothing is as it seems.
Have you ever seen animals make love, Frank?
What did she do to you, Frank?
Sex was a game to her.
How did you get those marks on your chest?
It's intense.
We're not animals.
You are not on trial.
I must have been out of my mind to get involved with you.
She killed him. I didn't kill him.